the shield, wasn't he? Holy shit! That shit look kind of. You know what? I will tell you. I will tell you that spinning Intellion attack to like catch the Gengar in between it. Like, okay, that's the kind of shit I want to see Ash have to suffer through, bro. That creativity has to exist throughout the whole match. And Leon acknowledging that and using that in this fight is going to be hype as hell, bro. I already mentioned this a while ago. That I am personally in the mindset of like not being super into the finals because of how, in my opinion, little was built towards that moment in the end. I think it could have definitely earned a little bit more. Definitely deserves a lot more, honestly. But with that being said, though, for what they did in this trailer, I want to go back and rewatch that again. Hold on a second, chat. Let me go grab that footage again. I want to rewatch that trailer again because I want to see something real quick. Let me see if I could find. Is it this one? Yeah, I want to see this real quick. Hold on. I want to rewatch it again just because I want to see that ending trailer. Where is it at? Right here, right? I want to at least look into it. Hold on a second. It only shows Pikachu against Cinderace, but I think at the ending shot, it's looking like as if it's going to be a bigger deal, though. Let me see. Here it is, I think. Let me take a look at this. I want to look into this again to see what's going on in this match. Nah, but Leon looks very happy about this, though. It's the music, bro. It's the music, man. I think you know what's selling it for me? It's the music. The music's what's selling this shot right here. Yeah, it's the music for here. Bro, the fucking clap between Come On and Lucario. This right here. That right there. Hold on a second. This shot, this right here. All our adventures come together in this battle. Not even Sun and Moon, where Ash got his big victory, ever acknowledged that. Damn, bro. This might legitimately be his last run. This might be his final swan song, bro. And there is no announcement of KG stopping by to say hello. He is winning, bro. Oh, you better be. But like, here's the thing. Let me be 100% real with y'all, chat. Like, I will tell you right now. This is sincerely. Once again, this is just my opinion. And I want people to understand that. My opinion is simply my choice of words, how I wish to say what I wish to say. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's just me. If you guys have different viewpoints or see things differently than I do, I'm glad, because that means everyone can have their own respective opinions and everyone can respect that. So, with that being said, I am indifferent with this. And the reason why I am indifferent with this is because I understand wholeheartedly if this was Ash's last adventure, this is the way you want him to go out on a super high note. Defeating Cynthia, defeating Steven, you know, these are moments that I think fans have been wanting to see since day one of this series. Have been wanting to see happen. Differences aside when it comes to the animation or like the structure of the battles and whatnot, if we put that aside and just simply look at like the accomplishments Ash has done in the final moments of this year alone, it's honestly something remarkable to admire. And when you just see it for that and the way you write it, just, on paper, yeah, why wouldn't they want Ash to end on a high note? You defeat Steven Stone, you defeat Cynthia, and now you're going to maybe fight against Leon and potentially win? Like, that is the best way to go out. You beat him. His adventure will continue. His adventure will move on. His adventure will continue to carry outside the world of the television screen, and he'll do his own things. But we, the viewers, will no longer get to travel with this boy no more. We will be the companions that will leave Ash at the end of this series. And it's kind of sad to think of it like that, because we've been with this boy for 25 years. I think it's 25 years. And yeah, I'm very grateful that if they wanted to end this story off, with the victories that he has accomplished, that's awesome. That's great. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's make Ash end on a positive note when it comes to the super accomplishments that he has achieved. That is remarkable. With that being said, though, the series, at least to me, has not lived up to the expectations of being his swan song to wrap up Ash's story. Y'all already know how I feel about Ash in this series, and about his journey, and about how they've been handling his character, and how he's been used in various unique ways, and his contributions with reuniting with certain people and having rough encounters and rough, battles and all that stuff. It's genuinely been a sluggish roller coaster of a ride to get to this moment, especially this year, especially during the summer of this year, going into what we're at right now. This genuinely feels like it was a journey in it of itself, pun intended, to get to this point. And it wasn't a fun journey either. It was such a indifferent journey to me, where I personally felt that everything that we've seen up to this point did not live up to the expectations that I even think the people themselves who are working on could achieve too. I think they did the most that they possibly could, and I respect wholeheartedly the things that they have managed to pull out. And let me be clear as well, I will praise Journeys when Journeys deserves the praise, just as I will criticize it for things it does as well. Like the Sun and Moon episodes that Journeys has given us, I can't lie to you. Those are some of my favorite episodes of the series in general. Especially that last Alola episode and the Lily episode, finally giving us that satisfying closure to the Sun and Moon series that fans have been asking for years. Of course I'm gonna be happy. Or some of the funny episodes that we got in this series. Like with the episode with the eating contest. That shit was hilarious. Or the silly rap battle. That was pretty funny too. Like, there are genuinely good things about the series. And I wanted to be clear, I don't hate every episode. Like, there are genuinely good episodes in the series. When Journeys hits hard, it goes hard. It delivers. It absolutely stuns and wows people when it does do that. But when it suffers, boy, you feel that. You feel that. And it is and there are so many more of those kind of episodes than there are episodes that provide hits, in my opinion. And I still 100% am in the mindset that I will at least be okay if this is to be his series finale, if this is to be the end of Ash and Pikachu. I'm okay with this being it, because I would rather it try to end on a more positive note when you write it down on paper and not necessarily see the series for what has been done so far, and just look at the accomplishments Ash has done in this series and look at it through that lens and be like, okay, we have to put an end to this character here and now. We already did so many things with him. We cannot pull him back again and have him journey into the new region. And that's another criticism I have too. I don't feel like I connected with any one region in this series, bro. Not even Kanto. When I think like 50% of the series was in Kanto. Galar Galar got the super short end of the stick, bro. Galar, like, hell, I don't even think all the Pokemon were ever shown in this series from the Galar region. In either a movie or in a TV series. Galar, which is sad because Sword and Shield was one of my favorite Pokemon games in a very long time. And it bums me out that a quality game that is existing right there with great characters that could honestly deserve and get the development that they need to push their level of characters to another level, basically, and be more entertaining and recognizable by audiences. You know, but like, since we never stuck in Galar, we never get an opportunity to learn or grow with these characters. Leon, one of the coolest things about the Sword and Shield games was in the beginning of the game. You want to know how it felt so natural? In the beginning of the game, when you get your starter, your rival Hop gets another starter, correct? But Leon gets the last starter for himself. And that last starter ends up being carried over all the way to the finals when you fight him. That's good storytelling, because despite him already being a champion, you could tell just by the fact that that Pokemon has fully evolved that he was on his own journey as well. You saw that progression. You saw that growth that he was accomplishing. And that's what made it so good and so unique and so fun to watch when having to encounter Leon in Sword and Shield. And then seeing that unfold in the finale when you fight against him and see that that Pokemon that you didn't choose or Hop didn't choose ends up being the one now you have to go up against. It all comes full circle. But because the series, we never got to explore that aspect of Leon's character, because Ash and we, the audience, have been traveling everywhere, which I'm going to be upfront with you. That never, like, I want people to genuinely think, did the whole world traveling aspect pay off in any way, shape, or form in Journeys? Because I thought that there was something that was supposed to build up to with Ash and friends going around the world to look at these places. And honestly, I want to say yes, because like of the Sun and Moon episodes and maybe some of the DP episodes. But like, we've been in Kanto almost all the time in this series, bro. And then Project Mew decides to slap itself in the middle, which then gives purpose behind the world travel. But that was introduced so late into the series, it begs the question, what was the point of it at the beginning? When it could have been perfectly fine had the beginning portion of this series been traveling Galar, and then the second portion could have maybe focused on some of the world aspects. Similar to like what AG did. AG focused on Hoenn, and then pulled it back a bit and went to Kanto to focus on Kanto stuff. I think genuinely there should have been a much higher emphasis and focus on Galar, and then in between those you can sprinkle in a bit of flavor of the various regions that exist in the Pokemon world, because that is special. The Pokemon world is such a special and unique place, and the reasoning as to why that's the case is because of how this all gets established. And I just wish this series did better on that front. I will once again admit that it does do good when it does do good. There are many episodes in the series when it does travel outside of Kanto that genuinely hit good. And I like those episodes. But there's very few and far in between of those episodes. And then when some episodes too turn out to be good, you want to know what's the issue? They're in Kanto. So we didn't even travel. We didn't even get the chance to explore much of the world. We couldn't even explore Galar fully, if even 50% of it. We rushed through a lot of areas. And it's sad, but yeah, that's just how I personally feel about it. Like I said, in terms of Ash ending in this series, if this is Ash's last series, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna be 100% happy with it, but I'm not going to take it away from what they want to try to say. And at the end of the day, if I didn't really like this series anyway, in my mind, you know what I could just do? Go back to Sun and Moon and watch that and enjoy that. Like, despite the flaws that Journeys has, and despite the odd decisions that they've taken, and me not personally being a big fan of it, if people enjoy it, that's great. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. I'll be here enjoying Sun and Moon, and then I'll come back to Journeys to collect some episodes that I genuinely enjoy, you know. But like, that's just how I feel, and that's okay. You know, I got not much else more to say other than that. Really, it's been an experience with this series, bro. And I honestly want Ash's journey to end right here, right now. That this is his perfect opportunity. It should have honestly ended in Sun and Moon. I genuinely believe that. It should have ended there. But if we had to push an additional series just to kind of get this story out, I think it could work. And that's just how I feel personally with it. You know, so yeah. XYZ could have too, but if they did something with Ash, which I think a lot of people would have been happy if they'd done it, and honestly would have been happier if they had just left it that way and ended it too. But given how XYZ wrapped up, honestly, it's kind of a little difficult to do that for Ash's character. So that's why Sun and Moon came in and fixed that one glaring issue that XYZ could not achieve. So yeah, it's bittersweet, honestly. It's very, very bittersweet. And I'm kind of a little mixed on it. I'm gonna like it, just watching the episode as is, knowing that this might be Ash's final hurrah, more than getting excited for the actual battle that's happening. Does that make sense? Also, just kind of feels weird that if this is Ash's final match, that he's not like with the goats. You know what I mean? You know, where's my boy Charizard, Sceptile, Crocodile? You know, just to name a few. Like, if this was to be his swan song, I honestly think having all the veterans come in at the end, like the top aces, the big boys, to come in and help Ash get that W, I think that could have been beautiful too, in its own way. I understand that they didn't do it this way for the fact that they want to also give a closure to the Pokemon that Ash has in his team, which is understandable. I mean, hell, if what I'm saying is like this, you know, I should have obviously applied that to Sun and Moon too. But like, we didn't know the direction Sun and Moon was going, and also we learned that the series was going to continue after Sun and Moon anyway. But like, with how this story is being told, and with no information about what's coming next after this series, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be there's gonna be some sad times ahead, ladies and gents, when the series of Pokemon comes to a close. I'm genuinely not prepared for it, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the world itself will respond to Ash no longer being a character you can present yourself with every week now. So yeah, that's just my opinion. What do you have to say about it, chat? Oh, hi, doggy. But yeah, so that's all. That's all I gotta say. Got not much. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what else to say right now, chat. I genuinely oftentimes think about like what the series could do next. What could they possibly give us next? But in my opinion, I don't really think what they'll do. Or maybe the reasoning as to why this is the case and why the story is not being told right now or why the next series hasn't been announced is because they're currently still animating it and maybe working on it. And so they don't want to announce it right now. And they're going to say, we're going to have the anime, but it's not going to air alongside the dates of the game like we initially intended. So we're going to push it back to the start of next year. And then that will be, but like, we don't know. We genuinely don't know. And also, I know Rika has said that, but to what extent does that mean, though, when she says that she's not about to retire? Because like that doesn't necessarily say that she's gonna retire Ash the character, and that doesn't necessarily say the anime is gonna retire Ash. Maybe they're going to retire Ash the TV side, but Ash is going to still stick in the movies. We don't know what's happening. Things are still a mystery. Things are still unknown for us. But that's why it's going to be exciting to see things play out when they play out once this finale comes to a close. But yeah, so just looking at this shot one more time with the cast, the group here, just like going excited, etc. Um, yeah, I genuinely don't know where things are gonna go moving forward. It's gonna be an interesting time to see how things will play out, and yeah, I do at least want to hear from the community though, from both those on Discord and to those on Twitch. Like, I want to see what like in terms of an expectations. Let's go from a 1 to a 5. Like, what's your expectation levels and your hype levels for this upcoming finale between Ash and Leon? Like, where in the meter are you in this one? Are you high number 5? Are you in the lows ones, or maybe you're in between in the threes? Like, where is your level for this one? I see Abyss here say 3.5. Fire Sniper says 3. Island Knight says 3. 4 actually. Let me see what else we got here. Navy, yeah, 3.5. Sebeb says 2. Galar 3. So yeah, it seems like right now it's mainly hitting in like that middle spot right there. They're just in like that little sweet middle spot, which is fine, you know. Um, but yeah, to me, I'm also in the middle as well. But like I said, I'm not necessarily hating it or like loving it. I'm just indifferent to it, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just me. That's just how I see it, and whatever score you gave, that's how you perceive it, and that's perfectly okay. At the end of the day, everyone gets to enjoy what they want to enjoy, and I feel that's the most important thing out of it all. Oh man, it makes me a little sad to think that this might be Ash's last journey, chat. I don't think I'm emotionally prepared to say goodbye to Ash if this is his end, bro. But if he has to go out, I wouldn't want it any other way than with this one. Even if it doesn't live up to what I had hoped, I would prefer this than having to see Ash go at it again a third time after achieving big monumental moments from the beginning of Sun and Moon to where we're at right now. That's just me. All right, well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and wrap things up. It was a recap episode. I don't think we need to stick here along much longer. And I hope everyone had the opportunity to express their takes here in the chat. I did see chat write their messages. I did see people say their lols and their ha-has and their oh my god moments. And generally speaking, this was a super solid recap too, for what it was trying to do. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go and wrap things up, and I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in tonight. I'm going to go and sleep now because I need my nights. I am super drained, and I'm gonna go and send love to TSS his way. So I hope you guys send some love to TSS. He's playing Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Do me a solid. Send some love his way. Don't spoil the recap, because there is technically stuff in this that he doesn't know about. And I'll speak with you lovelies later in whatever video I make. Take care, everyone. And as always, make sure to have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow here on this channel for some fun, silly shenanigans happening your way. All right, everybody. Do peace out and take care. God, this is crazy that this is going to end the series, bro. Oh, my God. All right. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, Joe here. Thanks for watching the Pokemon Post Discussions episode. If you want to see more episodes, then subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss out on a new episode. As always, the future's in the palm of your hand. And happy monstering.